This is Bandura's model of observational learning. Learning by demonstration is not a fail-safe method. A psychologist named Bandura indicates that observational learning takes place only if the learner can put into place 4 elements, and these are the 4 elements here: attention, retention, production processes and motivation. I'm going to try and explain observational learning to you, also using phases of learning and how you can replicate a skill using this quite simple model. In the attention stage, you must be focused. The learner must have a clear focus directly on the model that is being demonstrated. Without this, you won't be able to replicate the skill. In the retention phase of this model, the image of the demonstration must be stored or retained by the learner. If it is to be copied successfully, verbal guidance will prevent information overload and help to hold the image in the short-term memory. In this stage of the model, the production process, or the motor production stage, the learner must have the physical ability and schematic development to copy and replicate the skill that is being demonstrated. So therefore, if they're in the cognitive phase of learning, they're not going to be able to replicate the skill. They really need to be in either the associative or the autonomous phase, so that when they've paid attention to the model and the retention and the technical models being stored in the long-term memory, they can actually replicate it well, and therefore that should lead on to the motivation stage. In the motivation stage, the key element is learning and performing it with a large amount of motivation. In order to reproduce the demonstration, the observer must have a drive or motivation to match the performance of the skill that's being modelled. External reinforcement of the demonstration will increase the motivation. So if the role model or the coach gives really good feedback on how they're getting on, then hopefully acquisition of the skill and their behaviour should be reinforced.